Item 11C, Mr. Brown, if you read the resolution into the record, I'd appreciate it.
Yes, sir. A resolution of the City Commission of the City of Winter Park, Florida, communicating its support of an extension of Lee Road east of US 1792 and turning south to intersect with Webster Avenue, authorizing the transmittal of this resolution to the Florida Department of Transportation.
Mr. Attaway, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good.
As you go into your presentation, make sure you cover the, don't take 10 years to do it, but the 10-year process that's led us to this point, if you were to then what we've done most recently. And if you present then with your presentation a history, I think it would be helpful. Thank you.
In 2002, there were some studies done to look at improving congestion on 1792. And one of the areas that was focused was the intersections of Lee Road and Webster. And one of the major problems that causes a lot of congestion that we see and that they saw in 2002 is because of the lack of left-hand turning vehicles. And there's a lot of movement of cars heading east and west on Lee Road and Webster, getting to I-4 and then to downtown Winter Park. And because of the offset way that those intersections intersect, there's a little, the little section between Lee Road and Lee Road and Webster. The cars, all of the cars actually have to travel on 1792 to make that movement. And one of the things that I presented at our work session was the problem you have the congestion there is because you have the east-west traffic traveling the same street as the north-south traffic. So that little section of 1792 between Webster and Lee Road sees a lot more traffic because of the east-west movement. And so in looking at that and trying to come up with a solution, it was looked at to extend Lee Road eastward to Denning. And that would allow traffic to cross 1792 and get to wherever they're already going in downtown or Winter Park without having to travel on 1792. And so both of the studies that were concluded in 2004, one was a FDOT preliminary engineering report. It recommended this extension. There was a preferred alignment for this extension. And so that project has been under consideration and has been on a list that the DOT has been moving forward with. It was the project list, and it currently sits at number 10. It would probably be funded sometime after I-4 Ultimate is constructed. The reason why we're discussing it now is there's a developer that desires to redevelop the portion of on the east side of Lee Road, or on the east side of 1792 adjacent to Lee Road.
I think north is south is south.
There we go.
And maybe so orient everybody on the map. So the yellow arrow going left is Lee to the west.
Yeah, this is Lee Road. North is that way. This is 1792. This is Webster. This is the proposed development. And through this process, the developer has asked for a connection to the 1792 Lee Road intersection. And the DOT basically told them that the Lee Road extension would have to be implemented in order to have a connection there. And so the developer looked at two alignments. One is the green alignment here is the proposed a recommended alignment from the PD&E study from 2004. It basically curves up northward to the Solana-Denning Railroad Avenue intersection. The developer looked and proposed actually alignment A, which is more of an east-west alignment, and did align at the Carver Street Denning intersection. The developer would implement physical controls so that you couldn't drive straight across to get onto Carver Street, and actually was proposing a eastbound right turn only. So the concern is that folks using this extension could turn left on Denning, and the neighborhoods along North Park Avenue could experience additional traffic. That was a concern that was raised by the public. It was raised in 2002 during that study period. So through discussion of these various alternatives, one thought was brought up to actually take the extension and then curve it southward to Webster. And this yellow offset is where people are traveling now. And so the idea was that this extension would basically get the people back onto Webster east of 1792 so that they could continue traveling in the manner that they're traveling now. And so in looking at the pros and cons of this particular alternative, staff felt that it was the best alternative to alleviate the congestion on 1792 from these left-turning vehicles, and also mitigate the potential for additional traffic on North Denning and Park Avenue. And so the city hired a consultant to also look at this, and he recommended the alignment B, which is the orange alignment as well. The school board, whose property this is right here, they like alignment B the best. And so the developer also likes alignment B. The FDOT is accepting of alignment B, provided that the southbound left-turning vehicles from 1792 onto Webster, provided that that left turn movement goes away. And so with that going away, it would provide extra left turning space for the northbound left turn from 1792 onto Lee Road. And so we're here to do a resolution that formalizes that acceptance and that alignment.